Yes. Tommy Kangaroo Dan Sport. Tommy Kangaroo Dan. Tommy Kangaroo Dan Sport. Tommy Kangaroo Dan. Right, this is a special Aussie friendly live, especially from the Aussie fans, because I love them. No homo. And you know, usually my live it's like 5 in the morning in Australia. So I thought I'd do a friendly one. I don't know what time it is now. Feel me? But I know that this is a lot friendlier for me Aussie fans. Let me just see if everything's working fine. Can you hear me all right? Yeah, man. I just jumped out, got my bath on, and I'm just getting ready, man. Hopefully there's some people there, some questions. I'm just going to see. I'm going to launch a question. For some reason, when I put in a message, it says error occurred. A moment, try again later. So I don't know what that is. But I've got the Sarge from Australia here, right here. Yes. What's going on, brother? How are you, brother? Who's your favourite Australian fighter, ever and right now? Palmer Fred, you're 1 minute late. Palmer, man. You can't please the Palmer, brother. You know, it's late. I'm 1 minute late. I'm 1 minute early. There's too much Corey talk. You know, come on, guys. So what's happening? What's happening? What do we think about the boxing yesterday? What do we think about the China chin? Liam Williams getting ironed out by the Asian Pakistani version of Thomas the Hitman Hearns. What do you know about that? You know some guy's going to say that. I said it first. Mingo drink. Energy drink. Only 50 calories. Super. So who's your favourite current Aussie fighter? For the Triple V, it's got to be between Tim Paper Tszyu, and of course the great Jay Opetaia. I don't know what Jay's nickname is. What is Jay's nickname, man? Hey, bro. Quadruple Zero Sag. Hey, bro. My favourite has to be Finnick and Opetaia. It's my favourite. Wow, you're very similar to the Triple V. I get a little stick. Oh, you're in love with Opetaia. No. But he's exactly. You know, I got a special place for him in my heart because I spotted him early and I predicted him to beat Bredis. I predicted him to beat PFP, and now everyone's jumping on his dick. When I was on his dick 2 years ago, well, I'm not on his dick because I ain't into that battle business, but you know, I recognized him. You feel me? The footwork, the timing, the power, the speed, the accuracy, and the toughness. For me, I like Jeff Fenech a lot, an awful lot, but I have to say my favourite all time is another Jeff, the Hitman Hardy. Apparently he's a drunken, but he was just so tough. I remember, what did he do? He won the title, didn't he, by knocking out Dennis Andrees, even though Dennis Andrees was the most muscular kind of black guy. And the Hitman, you know, had one of his normal bodies, and he moved up from super middleweight, and he stopped at Andrees. Williams has more shots than JFK. Yeah, how many shots did JFK take? And how many of them did his wife slot in his head? You know, have you seen that? If you've seen the slow down film, she reaches over, boom, his head blows up. It's very suspicious. She's a killer queen. Apparently that's good about her. My boy Shane Bogus drinking coffee. Yeah, that's good. I'm drinking a Mingo drink. I had a coffee, one of them iced coffees, but I went for a Mingo drink. So how are you feeling, brother? What did you do last night? Were you on the greens? I hope you're not drinking. I'm not drinking either, so we're both doing the same thing. Little Musgrave, good eye, mate. Perfect timing. I've just put another shrimp on the barbie. Oh, you must be like Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, you know who my funniest Australian character. The funny thing is, the first Crocodile Dundee, Crocodile Dundee's base, bruv. He don't like no batty business. He's not intimidated by street hood rats. You know, he knows a woman's place. What's the other one? The other Aussie I like is, have you seen Tropic Thunder? It's very funny. You need to watch it more than once. Yeah, it's Kirk Lazarus, and they black him up, and he becomes a Lincoln Osiris. He goes, he's got something good. He goes, congratulations on going that way. You know, knowing how the Academy thinks about it. He talked to Adam Sandler. He's trying to pretend because Kurt Lazarus is a real method actor. And he's like, what do you mean? He goes, you know, you went full retard. Never go full retard. He goes, Sean Penn, I Am Sam, he went full retard, went home empty-handed. Hardy was a great fighter and a bloody tough one, man. He didn't have like explosive power. He had decent boxing skills. He was an Olympian, right? Wasn't he? Yeah, he was an Olympian. But he was super tough. He apparently he's a bit of a pisshead. It's a shame. I want to know what's going on. Imagine getting Jeff, the Hitman Hardy, on the Australian show. If anybody knows anything, like got any links to the Hitman, please, if you can talk to him, get him on the show, blood. I'm going to move towards getting, as I said, a lot more guests. I've got a boxing trainer and manager, pro. I've got an amateur from Scotland, right? He's moved to Korea and he's now going to box as an amateur in Korea. That's an interesting story. We've got Mitch Green, or at least his assistant, because Mitch don't have no internet. And other guys, I need to get Patel back. I wanted to work on Patel. Boxing Classics, I'm not from Australia. But Chubby thinks I'm Australia. I just wanted to catch this lawyer. Good eye, mate, from Sydney. I'm not from Australia, but if Chubby thinks I'm from... Oh, I always think you are. I can't remember everything. I've got so many good fans. But I know my boy, Jordi Jean Plong, in the house. Yes, is from Australia. For being the man we need to put all these politics aside, allowing the best to fight the best. Yes. Turkey. Alal Sheikh. We also had, it was not because of Turkey, Ryan, Queen Rai Garcia. He's who's he fighting? Devin Haney. I made a preview of that, but yeah, I think Ryan will disappoint. Little Musgrave, how can you talk about the best Australian fighters and not mention Ebony Bridges? I was getting to her. I mean, she has taken Australian boxing from, here to there. She's like made boxing big in Australia. She's become so big, she has to move to Britain to fight because there's not, the Australians, there are not enough Australians to watch her fight. Yeah, but she's incredible. Changed the game, man. I mean, of course, she's better. I mean, pound for pound and era for era, gender for gender. She's leagues above the Hitman Hardy. She's much better than Jeff Fennick, although Fennick's up there. Paper Zoo, obviously, she's got way more skills than Paper Zoo. I mean, what a legend. And we're lucky to be living in that era. We're lucky to be. My boy Sarge, $5 Aussie. Thanks for the Aussie focus. Well, I said I would for me funds. I don't have one of them. I don't have one of them hats with the corks on it. So I've got this fruity hat instead. But and this is the best I could do for Australian look. I've got a lot of Australian fans, and I'm always like so amazed at how they're getting on my lives. And I'm like, what time is it? Like 5 a.m. I'm like, blood. So I've got to do something for me funds. I mean, this is for everyone, but time wise, how many have I got? 14 visitors. Well, I mean, that's better than nothing, isn't it? Jordi Jean Plong, a shout out to His Excellency for that man we need to put all the politics aside, as I said, and allowing the best to fight. Yeah, you said a very similar message a minute ago. I thought I was chipping. What's the chance of Imai Williams v Shiraz on the 5 vs 5? Very little. There's no way that Fish Eyes will risk Shiraz against Amor Williams. I don't think Amor Williams is that great. He's too dangerous to risk. Shiraz is a potential gold mine for Fish Eyes. Did you see how excited he was ringside? Fish Eyes generally don't get too over the top. That's more like Eddie Hearn's game, right? When he tried to hug Tony Bellend and Benny's like, get off me. But Fish Eyes was excited, blood. He can see gold on Hamza Shiraz. And he likes the shekels. So does Triple B. Triple B likes shekels too. But don't, won't happen. If they can get a plum from Hearn's camp, they might do that. But I don't think he'll even be in it. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say hello. But yeah, of course, thank you so much for the $5 Aussie. Much love, no homo. Boxing Classics HUA on YouTube. Does it tell you the demographics of what your channel are? What percentage are from Australia? Where's my phone? Yes, they do. And they tell me that 99% of my funds are male, which is typical for boxing. So it's so ridiculous that they're trying to get all these women's. But no one cares. You get a couple of simp men, and I've got a couple of troll. Memes. I've got Timothy Bryce from American Psychos. Women's boxing, no one gives a rat's ass about it. And every time I see it, and you get some sitting and go, actually, I really like it. I'm like, you're a bum. You know, obviously know nothing about boxing as you realise how whack it was. You're literally being programmed to think that this dog shit you're watching is caviar. Right. Demographics. I'll have a look at me demographics now. If I can look at it on my phone. Obviously, the app is a bit more reduced. Audience. Yeah, let's have a look. It's quite interesting, actually. My gender, 98.3% are male. Geography. Geography. So it goes United Kingdom, 64%. United States, 9.5%. Australia, 4.3%. So Australia, number 3. And you might think, oh, well, that's only 4.3%. But they make a lot of noise. Hola, hola. They make a lot of noise and they give me a lot of love. Then Ireland at 1.3. That's disappointing showing about Ireland. Big up Ireland. Ireland like their boxing. What's the most random one? I've got 0.3% from Sweden. That's probably people that want to know about the naive oil drilling white quitter. Otto Wallin. I don't need PEDs. PEDs are illegal. Also, Joshua's not on the PEDs because he's never failed the test. I'm going to go back to oil drilling, my Nubian queen. I've got some Filipino fans. New Zealand's a bit small, but New Zealand's a very small country. So, yeah, he goes, United Kingdom. I used to have more US viewers, but I think some of them not. I don't know, man. I don't know about the US. I would expect a bigger percentage of US, but obviously I'm a UK type channel. But yeah, United Kingdom clearly, United States, Australia, then Ireland. Yeah, but everybody knows I love all my funds. All my funds. But yeah, I need to pump them US numbers up. I don't know what that's about, man. Yes, Sarge, do you reckon your voice can be the best women fighters? Oh, mate, without a doubt. 15, 16, I mean, I'm talking 14 blood. And I don't even mean the best 15-year-olds. I mean in local club fighters. Without a doubt, they just march through them. Bop! At 15, man. I remember seeing amateurs in my gym at 15 that never did anything. They were decent. They never did anything. You know, they didn't win no titles. And they would batter these biatches. Look at okay. There's a lot more women in football, right? And it's and the things about boxing, it's such an upper body strength sport, and women have the weakest upper body. You know, they're a bit better in MMA because they've still got strong legs and they can do kicks and they can do elbows, but the upper body is so weak. And in boxing, they're whack. But in football, that's soccer. I don't know whether you call it in Australia. Do you call it soccer or football? Probably soccer, right? In Australia, because you got the Socceroos, eh? But they had 15-year-old boys, local teams, not international teams, in both Australia and the United States, that whopped the women like 7-0. Right? That shows you the difference, and that's in football. Yeah, they would get absolutely, I mean, knocked out by young amateurs, club amateurs. Dr. Female Genital Mutilations or Dr. Female Mutilations Genitals. Australia, 7.99. Hey, what countries should we think the best women are from, please? Looking or character. I mean, they're both very important because I've been out with some beautiful Scandinavian women, Swedish, Norwegian, but they're so boring and they're so programmed by, oh, you can't say that. They just got no character. Danes are different. Danish girls have got more character, and they're actually they've got a bit of pride in them in their country, and they're funnier. They're quite anglicized. I had a nice Danish girl for a bit. Yeah, she was nice. So Danish girls have got the beauty and the brain, so they rank quite highly. But Swedish girls are exceptionally beautiful, but they're just idiots. East European women, you know, your Czech women, your Croatian women, your Russian women. Now Russia's huge, right? You get all kinds. But you know, certainly the more European Russian women and some of the Siberian women are just. It's so weird that Russian blokes are such, you know. I mean, I can't think of a single Russian guy who's good looking. Sergei Kovalev is probably the best looking, but yeah. So them. I mean, some people like Latinas. I ain't really down with that. They seem a bit dumpy. Certainly, yeah, probably some of the Slavic women, some of the Russians. Danish, and as I said, Swedish, good looking but boring. I like character in a woman. I mean, that was some beautiful women all around the world. Models, I mean, like I don't know, 6 models or something I was smashed. I mean, one of them was with Elite. Yeah, and this is why I knew it was a wrong place, because she was at 14. She was a model with an Elite, which is what all the big models were. Yeah, and they took her out with some. She was a virgin. They took her out to a photo shoot with some big photographer, who later, by the way, was investigated for nonцing up young models, and he hung himself. Right, and she said he just stripped her and he'd walk around completely naked. She was, I was a 14-year-old girl. I was like, what? You know. And I think the top elite were basically also hookers for Arabs and rich guys. But what I mean is beautiful women. Anyway, yeah, but I mean, I was a beautiful Scottish girl. She had a bit of Indian blood in her, but you wouldn't be able to tell. Quite often, if mixed nationality, not race, mixed nationality brings good-looking people because they're from different gene pools. My boy Max B in the house. Triple B, me Australians are out in full salad. Tommy Kangaroo dance, ball. Tommy Kangaroo dance. Who's that nonce from Australia? Rolf Harris. Thanks, brother. Have a look at that. Look at the Australian fans coming, supporting the Triple B, eh? God is Jean Plong. I hope I'm pronouncing you right. Jay the Barbarian Blood. What's the prediction for the Bradis fight? Also, what's the new date for it now? Has Chip B played Aussie rules before Blood? That's called footy here, eh? No. I haven't played Aussie rules. I know the only thing I know about Aussie rules, apparently it's quite rough. The men are quite tough. I have no idea of the rules or anything. I've never really watched it, but all I remember is they go, when you score a goal, they go, and the Aussies go. So when they score, they go, "If how big's your dick?" And he goes, "Dunk." Apparently that's an Aussie joke, but. Yeah, Jay the Barbarian. He's half Aussie, half Samoan, eh? But he will Brady's fight. I think they're redoing it on the Fury bill. My prediction, and I've done a video on this. God, I'm very upset. You haven't watched it. Is a Jay wins by stoppage this time. Maris Brady is super tough, super strong, and he was the number one for a bit. You know, he gave Usyk a hard fight, but he knocked out Mahmoud Shah, the WBA regular champion, face down, ass up. You know what I'm saying? As a heavyweight. But he's 37 now. He hasn't fought since the Opetaia fight. Opetaia, I assume, will not have he was hampered. He was really hampered by a broken jaw from round 2. Then the other part broke in round 10. He had a bust-up jaw. He couldn't eat nothing. He had to eat through a straw. You know, people say that as a joke, but he really had to. He goes, "Yeah, I got to really eat a lot of noodles, eh? Because you want to, especially as a man, you don't just want to have soup." So he was sucking needles through a straw. This is the man that's Jay Opetaia blood, the pound for pound. Yeah. We call it soccer. Oh, right. Yeah, that's what I thought, eh? That's why you get the Socceroos, eh? Best looking women, Croatia. Yeah, yeah. When I said Slavic, I should have said specifically Croatia. I went out for a date with the Croatian women. I'm trying to remember if I made love to her. I can't remember. Did I make love to her? I don't think I did with her, actually. But we went on a date. I should have chased it up. She's from Croatia, beautiful, blonde. She was an athlete. Like, she 100-meter runner. But, you know, she's a white 100-meter runner. So she looked flat. She ain't no muscled, swamp beast. You know what I'm saying? So, like Flo Jo or something like that. But, yeah, I think she came 7th in the European Juniors or something. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, she could probably certainly outrun Triple B, I'm sure of that. But she was nice, pretty girl. But that's the only Croatian I went on a date on. And she was like going, she was saying to me, I just can't believe that, when I see the black women's, and I'm racing against them, I'm thinking, we can't be the same species, blood. It's such, they're so different. Yeah, she was clued up. The East Europeans and so on have not been as battered by political correctness. Firstly, they have harder lives, and they're like, oh, they brushed that stuff out. Come on, man, I don't believe that stuff. And it hasn't been as aggressive, but they are starting to do it, and they will start to do it. Even in Poland, they're starting to bring in batty business and stuff. Dr. F.G. Moloney is Colombian. They're hot, but you need to know how to handle them. I heard that. One of my good friends went out with Colombian. She was the daughter of some high army guy, so the upper class, and she was like real pretty Hispanic. I think they're quite fiery, aren't they? Fiery women's. But I've heard that. I mean, obviously, it's like a lot of these countries that have kind of mixed mezicos and so on, or Mediterranean, Middle Eastern countries. The upper classes are taller and good looking and paler. And then you go down and you know, at the bottom, they look like swamp bees, you know what I'm saying? Rolf Harris was a nonce. Yeah, but he wasn't, okay, this is going to sound very weird. He wasn't that bad a nonce. I mean, they're all wrong and so on and so on. But that was part of the fake. You see, after Savile died, they suddenly pretend they had the BBC had to clean themselves a bit, even though they'd been supporting noncery for years and been active part of it. Keir Starmer, or nothing happened to any of these people, these sick people, right? Nothing happened. They just posthumously attacked Savile, right? And then they got some low hanging fruit. Some guys that were obviously a bit noncy, like Stuart Hall and Rolf Harris, but they weren't like the real bad wrong-uns who are people like the politicians and the big, you know, MPs that were being served up kids, the people that Jimmy Savile was serving up kids to. They didn't go for the high up, rich, established guys. They just got rid of Rolf Harris and Gary Gillett is a serious wrong. He was a serious wrong, but he got nicked in Thailand, right? But Harris and Stuart Hall that were low hanging, that weren't big, they weren't just to like pretend they're doing something. Anyway, the Aussie accent needs work, bro. Yeah, well, I'm sure it does, bro. But it could be worse. You know, I've never been to Australia. I don't think it was that bad, blood. But thank you. I'm sure it needs some work. Peace. Boxing basement. Alex Feller. What are you saying, blood? Great to see you, my man. Chip, the BBC still has a non-statue. Yeah, that's right outside the BBC. It's bizarre. Some little naked child with some old man or something behind it. My boy Nadav Drew is in the house. What's up, team? Hope we're having a decent Sunday. Liam Williams. Yeah. The good news is, though, he won't really have much of a headache, right? Because his China chin just crumpled. Yeah? And, you know, it's not like he took a beating. You know, he probably went out on the piss, and got his nose up on afterwards. And I think that he probably knew there was a good chance he was getting done. You know, I said it in the live yesterday. I said, you know, when people bleat about how good a camp they've got, and how great, and someone on the camp knows how great they're looking, it's almost always the opposite. You know, the Tyson Fury camp, even John Fury's like, oh, he's had a great camp, he's best camp ever. Yeah, and then after Fury came in fat and got slapped by Ngannou, and then about a month later he goes, it was a terrible camp. We can't go through another camp like that. All this nonsense. So, and that Lee Talks Boxing was on the live yesterday, and he's pointing out, he goes, his chin is so shattered, so checked, so weak. How could he go through a whole camp and not realize that? He must have been going over like 4 times a day sparring. Yeah, I mean, it was so bad. And then I see people like go, oh, but maybe it's just Hamza so good. I was like, come on, man. He is decent, but he didn't, you know, hit him with no shot. His China chin. He just got cracked, and in the Eubank fight, it was awful as well. I just thought that was an anomaly. Some people have suggested the jibber jabber, because the jibber jabber has damaged a lot of people in a lot of different ways. Believe that. Little Merce scream. A lot of rumors that all the stuff come out of David Jason off. That's right. Cliff Richard is a real bad one. Now, I'll talk about David Jason first. So there's rumors all over the place, and it's a bit of a shame because he's well liked. But you got to understand that these guys are all wrongs, and it's part of the ritual for them to get in there and be bought, and then they have to do what they're told. Right? This is what a lot of nonsense is about at the high level. It's about blackmail. Firstly, they know the person. This is what Epstein was about, and Savile. The person that they are involving in noncery is got no morals. They'll do anything for power and money. They'll do the most gross things, which is rape children, right? Secondly, it means that they're bought because they will film and stuff. I mean, it's come out of the Epstein, and they take pictures, stuff like that. So now you're bought. So now you have to do what they tell you, otherwise you're finished, right? That's what it's all about. The other one, Cliff Richard, right? You have to have so much evidence, right? To go and arrest someone at their house with a bunch of police vans without warning, and the most importantly, invite the BBC along to film it. You have to have so much evidence. And you remember that happened, and then someone hired, probably someone like Keir Starmer, I don't know if he was still in CPS then, said, what the F are you doing? You cannot nick him. You know, he's in the book of, what's his name? He's got some creepy name, some woman name, but he's in the Elm guest house list. Yeah, he's one of the worst, the most revolting. That'll come out when he dies too. I mean, even Savile said, yeah, and you know, like that wrong, and what's his name? What's that idiot called? Louis Theroux. His brother is Timothy Bryce, actually, in American Psycho. Paul Tszyu, or his cousin, yeah, rather. And what was I saying? Yeah, Tszyu. And he asked Savile, what is it about nonsense? He goes, oh, things might come out when I'm dead, but I'll be fine for him. Yeah, and he was just telling people. Liam Williams, who's Amir Khan, Battle of Tszyu. Oh, Lord. I mean, and both can punch and both got no chin. Actually, it'd be quite a good short fight. It'd be like the British Hagler Hearns, except Hagler's got a bad chin and Hearns got an even worse chin. Little Musker. I think it's already been proved that a nonce used David Jason's house to abuse kids, right? Is that right? I didn't know that. DJ supposedly wasn't there at the time. Yeah, I don't know why he's being protected so much, because he's used goods. Maybe he's involved in to me, the only reason could be he's not just a nonce and he's a wrong'un. He must be involved in the process of serving up kids, probably from his hang gliding club. Yeah, look into it. He had some weird hang gliding club with young boys. Very, very odd. Very odd. Well, we have a break. I will say thanks to my boy Quadruple Zero Sarge. Well, he says I got to work on my Aussie accent, eh? I thought it wasn't too bad. Dr. Female Mutilation Genitals with 7.99 Stallion. Mix B with his 5 Stallion. And now I'm paranoid about doing an Aussie accent because I've been rinsed. But yeah. Anyway, what's up in the dark, man? What's up with you, brother? How you been? You've been more quiet recently, man. It's good to see you, brother. What's going on? What's going on in the hood? What's good? What's good? Yeah. So Aussie boxers. Is there any other Aussie boxing is obviously on the rise a bit now because it wasn't huge in Australia, was it? They always had some good boxers, tough guys usually. Right, but it wasn't like massive. You know, Australians kind of bit too obsessed with sport, bread and circus sport. They love this sport. Their culture's based a lot about sport, but it's more about rugby and footy. Eh? I mean, no, not footy. No, for the women, footy, yes, but for the men, Australian, they like tough sports, like rugby, Aussie rules. But for a nation of 20 million, they're pretty good at sport, isn't they? What's the biggest sport in Australia? Is it rugby union? Certainly, like for as it's global sport. I mean, not that many countries do it, but is that the biggest one? Obviously, cricket as well. Australians are very good at cricket. But yeah, boxing's going well. Like I said, you got the Moloney brothers, Jay Opetaia, Tim Paper Zuzu. What's the other one? Oh, Kambosos. Although, you know, he's been exposed to talk about Kambosos. And obviously, Ebony Bridges, eh? Ebony Bridges is obviously number one. Aussie Rose is the biggest. Oh, really? Even though it's just pure Oz and you can't, there's no global leagues, obviously. No one else plays it, right? Do the New Zealanders play it? I don't know nothing about it. Like I said, I don't. You can punch the ball though, can't you? That's about all I know. Oh, yeah, Dr. Average's Aussie Rules is the biggest. Right, okay. So who the big Aussie Rules players that became boxers, became pros, right? I know because Mundine was rugby league, was he, or rugby union? I can't remember. Paul Galen, what did he do? Paul Galen, was he rugby or Aussie Rules? Yeah, who are the Aussie Rules guys that would come over? I don't know. You get full crowds, yeah. No, only in Australia. Not even New Zealand plays it. Oh, my man, Max B again with a 5 Aussies, eh? Take this against you see every Bridges to get a quick shandy. I think I get 2 for 5 Aussie, brother. 2 for 4, eh? Yes, it's $5 for a blowy and $2.50 for a hand shandy. Thank you, brother. Great to see you, my Aussie. Oh, the Aussies are coming out in force, blood. This will definitely have to be done again. Johnny Jean Plong. Pop. My man's has come good with his 10 Aussie, eh? Thank you, brother. You were saying you were going to sort me out. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Much love. You know, we've only got we've got less than 20 whatever, people on the show, but obviously it's specifically for Australia. For the time. Welcome everyone. Obviously, we got some guys from the UK on. But yeah, it's great, man. Thank you. How old's the Triple B? And what a beautiful Aboriginal girl took your fancy if you ever stuck in the Abba. I will say, I think technically I'm middle-aged, and I'll leave it at that. That's what I can say. You know, you should be able to knowing the kind of fights, my depth of knowledge of boxing. You know, I'm not a Ute, right? Aboriginal girls. The thing is about Abo girls, right? Just the hardcore, yeah, outback Abos are some kind of monster's blood. Like, I don't mean to be mean, but there's this weird thing in Australia now. Now, see, if you can prove your heritage, Australian heritage, you get a number of benefits. Am I right? Unfortunately, it probably destroys the Aboriginal community because now they spend it getting pissed up all the time on the grog, eh? But there's a lot of problems with drinking, isn't there, in that community? But pure blood Abos, I don't know, man. On the other hand, I have seen a couple of pictures of young pure Abos, and they look, but it's not really for me. And they definitely look like a different sort of species. But you get these. There's a lot of Australians who look white, you know, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm actually indigenous." I'm like, "What?" I was I remember I met a girl at a show. She was a little Aussie girl who come over in Britain to box. She was quite, you know, fairly cute little thing, very white skinned. You know, you just say she's white, and she goes, "Oh, I'm indigenous." And I'm like, "Yeah, but no, she didn't have a chip on her shoulder." I said, "Oh, you're a bung," because I didn't know it was a rude word. I said, "Oh, you're a bung," and she was laughing. Yeah, you're not meant to say that. But yeah, I'm a bung. And I was like, "Oh," but I said, "Look, I'm not making fun of you. You're like so white." She goes, "Well, I'm mixed." And you get a lot of so like I've seen pictures of girls that claim to be Aboriginal who look very, very, you know, European and who are very pretty. But yeah, I don't think the Aussie girl. I like a nice blonde Aussie girl with a tan who likes to play sports and is outdoorsy. But I believe, unfortunately, Australia has been attacked by pornography and media, and Aussie girls are a bit slaggy. Is that correct? Do you tell me, blood? Little Muscle, are you watching the Super Bowl tonight? Yes, I am. Absolutely. And for these reasons that you're about to mention, see what satanic nonsense and generations they tried to promote in the adverts and halftime show for that as well. And it's scripted, right? I said there's a few videos. You can look on the YouTube and you find out all the scripted plays and that. And also the main thing is that to convince me was, well, actually, some American football players have come out and said it. Number one, I mean, so you know they've blown it. They've blown it, and it's a sports entertainment company. It's not a sports company. Sports entertainment. This is illegally financially is the same thing as WWE. Everything else is an athletic company or something like that, sports, but this is a sports entertainment company. Therefore, they actually can script it, and they won't get fined for it. It's crazy, blood. It's crazy, yeah. But I will be watching it to watch that sickness. Number one, to watch that sickness, and also to see because most people are saying, right, the last 5 Super Bowls I've won money on, just straight winner because I see which one fits the agenda, right? I don't know nothing about the NFL really, but I know which fits the agenda, right? And this year they got a big one, but they've been talking about it really, which makes me. I still put on a bit of money on the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Because they got the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift team, right? Which is ridiculously big. I don't know why, and they will be used politically. So, and you know, well, what's his name? Travis Kelce has pushed the double jabber ding dong, and some people say Swift is a transformer. Some people say she's going to push abortion. Galen was rugby. Oh, was he? Galen's rugby league. Okay. You got rugby league and union. Okay. Barry Hall was the Aussie rules boxer. Yeah, I've not heard of him. My boy, God, he's laughing. I like to make me fun to laugh. Buck glasses. He's for big Las Vegas fights 4 a.m. in the morning. Or Saudi fights UK. Without a doubt, Saudi. And they're getting the better fights on. You know, staying up late. I mean, I did it when I was a youth, you know, or younger, not really a youth, like, you know, in my 20s and stuff like that. I'd watch the ball with my mates and we'd get our greens on, get our drink on. There'd be a bunch of us and it'd be fun, right? But it's just as fun at 11 o'clock. And you always wake up, you feel like rubbish, you'll waste the next day. I've got something special. My boy, Donnie Moorhead in the house. My boy Donnie is in the house. Chubby, how's it going? Right, this is my boy. You know, I was saying earlier about some guys I'm going to get on. I'm talking to a boxing manager and pro trainer. I'm talking Tommy Morrison's wife. Mitch Green and his assistant. Mitch doesn't have the internet though. And I said I had a good amateur who's from Scotland who's gone over to Korea, South Korea to work, and he's now going to box in South Korea. So that's a good story. And this is my man, Donny, right in the house, right here. And he's giving me 10,000 South Korean, whatever it is. I don't know what the South Korean currency is. Let's have a look. Hey, Chubby, how's it going, man? It's going really well. And this live is going really well. It was a special Far Eastern and Australian, because my boy is. I also said to my boy Donny, I said on Insta, I go, oh, I'm doing a live. Jump on, hop on, man. It's good for your time. So let's see, South Korean. Yeah, my man here is Scottish, half Scottish, half Korean, and now is going to box as an amateur whilst working in Korea, and that's the interesting story. And he's like, the system's very different. So there are like 4 or 5 people I'm going to have on. I need to organise myself and get it going. South Korea. Let me have a look. South Korea currency. What is it, man? I'm trying to guess. I'm usually quite good at currencies, but for some reason, I bet you I remember it when I see it. South Korean won. Is that what it is? The won. Yeah, 1 Korean won. I didn't know that. So 10,000 Korean won. I mean, I don't mind. Just thank you so much, man, for forgiving me. I just 10,000. I have no idea what it would be. Let's have a look. Come on, you pussy hole. £5.95. Thank you, brother. That's very kind. Thank you, brother. Thank you for my South Korean one, eh? Thank you, man. It's going great, and it's great to see you on. Like I said, we'll organise the next 2 weeks. I'll be hoping to get at least, well, if I can get 1 good guest a week, I think that's a good start. So I'm working on 4 or 5 guests now, one of which is my boy here. And, the side has dropped in. There are 2 O's. It's Taylor Swift's double, yeah. And she's been pushed as being, they love to get these girls, and they may start off wholesome. What's that one, that Katie? Who's that one? He used to go out with Russell Brand, yeah? She started off as a gospel singer, right? And they turned her to a hoe. They do this a lot. But Taylor Swift was maybe from the beginning wrong. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Aussie girls are the biggest hoes on the earth, bro. Max, but yeah, I'd heard that, unfortunately. It's a shame, you know, because they're pretty things. And outdoors. I mean, I'm just put off by hoeness. When I was young, I didn't bother that much. I think, well, I get my nut on. I actually have never smashed an Aussie girl. Hang on, let me think. Maybe a part. No, I don't think I've smashed an Aussie girl. Donny B in the house. What's up, blood? Donny's in the house. My boy Donny. Donny, we're here. A ruled up crowd can make fighters throw toe. You mean riled up? Okay, right, let me get back. I missed some. I don't want to miss any. Not David Jason that says, where does this come from? Links? I've not heard it. Brother, check it out. I look into his hang gliding club. Yeah, unfortunately, yes. And he's well loved because of his, his pecking ting, innit? What is it called, that thing? My memory's going, blood. I think I'm becoming senile. Tony Chicken Bone Tony. How about Aldrin in the bush, mate? Big up. Have you done any bit, bro? Johnny John Paul. When I worked for the mines in far north Queensland, an Aboriginal guy, it was like a wire brush down there. Blood was a hard knife. Serious, but was she full-blooded? Full-blooded. In the mines, bruv. You worked in the mines. I mean, that's tough stuff. The Aussies have always been a tough, outdoorsy bunch of people, man. Unfortunately, the NWA have got their claws in them, like everywhere. It's such a shame, man. We've got to fight the power, smash that system, and heads are going to have to roll. Like right. I'm a Christian, right? And I've never been a cruel person in any way, but some heads must roll. Heads must roll. People need to be wiped out. Yeah. Like people forget, just because you're a Christian, don't forget. There's a room for justice in Christianity, especially when you've ruined, killed. It's better to be thrown down, right? A well with a stone around your neck than it is to corrupt a kid. So that's what it's saying. It's better for you to die than corrupt these children. So let's get rid of these people. We need executions. We need trials. People like Tony Blair need to be brought in front of a court so that people know what he's done. And afterwards, he needs to be broken on the wheel. Have a look at that. It's horrible. They smash up all your bones and they weave you into the wheel and they put you on a spike and you throw vegetables and shit at them. That's how bad he deserves it. People like Tony Blair. Little Muscat, why you mentioned David Jess? I'm interested. As I said, yeah, check out Headlining Club. Just check the internet, bro. Yeah, I'm surprised you know Nado. Nado's quite red pill blood. But yeah, unfortunately, that's one. And obviously Cliff Richard. Little Muscat, I talked to someone in the pub yesterday about the Super Bowl. I told him it was Brendan Circus and Tony Scriven. I told him if he wants real sport, he should watch the Lioness. What did he say? Oh, yeah, they're better than the men most of the time. Don't me here. Can I join the stream or shall I join another one in the future? Yeah, you can join now, bro. I wouldn't want to do another one with you in future. Yeah, why not? Let's do it now, man. Okay, I'm going to put this up. Okay, the only worry is this. When I tried to post a comment last time, it didn't let me, which is weird because it's my own thing. Let's see if it works. Okay, can you see that? That's a link. Anyone can join, but just for now, we're just going to get Donny on, right? So maybe we'll do another one of the shows where anyone can jump on. But Donny, if you come on, yeah, you'll come on in my window and I'll put you in, right? But can you see that, Donny? Can you see that link? This one here. That will just allow anyone to come on, but I will only get Donny on at this point. Right? We'll have another show later when other people can jump on. I want Shane Bongos to jump on, obviously. My boy Donny is in the house. Yes. All right, we're about to come on. Donny, the South Korean, Scottish amateur prospect. Let's have you, boy. My man.
All right. How's it going, man? Thanks for having me on.
It's great to see you. Thank you for jumping on, man. Skills.
Oh,
how are you, brother?
It's an honor. I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah. It's an honor. Like I've been watching. Sorry, what was that?
What time is it where you are?
Oh, it's 6:40 in the afternoon.
Are you in Seoul?
Yeah, just in Seoul.
So tell us about yourself, man. Tell us what's been going on. Tell us your background, this kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm my dad's from Scotland, my mom's from Korea. I used to live in Hong Kong. That's where I started boxing. So
That's
I started
right, because
boxing
your accent is not Scottish.
No, it's weird because I have an American accent, which everyone makes fun of me about, but it's just how it is. And so I went to Scotland for university, and that's where I started boxing properly, and that's where I started to become an amateur. So I had quite a few fights and I took boxing really seriously.
But you went back to Scotland, right, to box? You went back to Scotland to box, right?
Oh, I went to Scotland for university, but I was boxing like on the side, and that was pretty much all I was doing. I was so dedicated to boxing, and that was all I did. Yeah. So I had quite a few amateur fights, and like the atmosphere and the environment in the UK is really good for boxing. Everyone loves to box, which is great. In
What's
Korea,
it like in South Korea?
I feel like it's a dying sport. People don't really care too much about it.
Really?
It used to be really big. People used to really like to box in Korea, but now it's not as big as it used to be, and there aren't that many boxing gyms. But I still go to a decent boxing gym with some good pros, which is good to get some good sparring with them.
You're right. There were a lot of Korean fighters. Myung Woo Yu. I mean, there were some top guys. I can't remember all their names. And you remember the night? Well, you weren't alive then, but in the 1988 Olympics in Seoul, they had a bunch of good guys. They had the robbery against Park Si-hoon vs Roy Jones, whatever. But he still got the silver medal. And they had a heavyweight Korean, South Korean, who got a silver medal as well. Ray Mercer. You know, remember Ray Mercer? He knocked out everyone. Yeah. He knocked out everyone in the Olympics. I mean, but I'd never seen a Korean heavyweight blood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, me neither. I thought they're because I only came to Korea for the first time in 2018. I didn't really expect too much. I thought Koreans maybe didn't box that well, but there's some decent boxers, man. Like surprisingly, it's a different style. In the UK, it's more of like the fundamentals and like just keeping it. It's like whereas in Korea, like they sort of emphasize fitness and volume.
Right.
So it's all about throwing a lot of punches. And moving forward. Whereas in the UK, what I feel like is they'll let you become your own fighter. If they feel like you're better as an outboxer or you're better as an inside fighter, they'll let you become that. But in Korea, it's kind of like almost one dimensional. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
It's a very interesting thing to say because in the UK it used to be more like that, especially to fitness, and just put your hands up. Use your jab. It was a lot more. They didn't like people to go off the script, right? But then people started to use their own styles more. You get your Kawasaki's, your Hamheads, and people like that. They start boxing a bit different. Harold Graham, people like that, and they started to. And then also when the YouTube era came around, you know, people got to see all these different styles and different training methods, and so it changed. And the same thing with the Russians. You see the old Russian amateurs, they just again and again and again, and there were loads of real skilled guys, but they would just drill you. Whereas now, I think all around the world, boxing, they let you use your own style a lot better. But that's interesting in Korea. I mean, Korea, it's a cliche, right? The Koreans and Japanese and Chinese, a bit more. What's the word? I'm trying to think of the word. You know, they do it to a system. They obey the system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I find. But until you speak Korean, right?
Yeah. I speak Korean.
Okay,
So,
can you pick up the triple B in Korean?
Sure, for sure. I'll say. What should I say then?
Just say, please subscribe and like the triple B. Big up to all the Korean and Australian fans.
오케이, 트리플비 유튜브 보시는 한국인 분들이 계시면 트리플비 꼭 구독과 댓글을 달주세요.
Oh my man, I love the way these different the different languages sound, man. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Man. That's cool, bro. So how are you staying? Are you gonna stay in Korea? How long are you gonna stay there, man?
Yeah. Because I've been living here for a couple of years. Been here for 5 years, so I'm just gonna continue living here. It's pretty fun. It's a good place to be. You know, if you're like
But you work for a good company, right? But now you're gonna box now there as an amateur as well.
Yeah, I'm still boxing on the side.
But in Korea, have you had any fights in Korea yet?
Yeah, I have. I've had three fights, 3 amateur fights.
Cool.
Yeah. The thing is, this is what I want to say. Like in the UK, the amateur system is very different. It's easier to pick up whether you're 25 or you're 30 or 35 or you're 40. You just get a few fights. You get your card, you get licensed, do your medical, and then you can just get straight into it. But in Korea, there's a big division between amateur and pros. So if you want to be like an elite level amateur, you have to. It's sort of like in the US, if you want to do American football.
Right.
You have to start out really young, and then you get into a program when you're in high school.
Right.
It's the same thing in Korea. So, if you want to become like a high level amateur who gets paid or goes to the national team or goes to the Olympics, and you need to really start out from when you're 14 or 15. So, as an adult, you don't really have that many options. What you can do? Yeah, what you can do is just do like the UK equivalent of like what's it called, white collar boxing.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all that's available. So I did 3 of those.
Right. Okay. Got you. But it's quite difficult for you to get into the amateur program now because of your age and because you're foreign and because you weren't part of the system. Is that what you mean?
That's right. Yeah, I can't pretty much. I could go.
Becoming
a pro boxer would be easy. It'd be easier than for me to become an amateur, like
Would you consider it just to have a few
compete.
fights, just to say I was a pro and for the experience? Would you consider it?
Yeah, for sure. I'd definitely do it.
Wow, that's cool. You make sure you keep the triple B and the funds in the know, so we can give you some support. And what about socially, right? So obviously, you must be quite odd to some Koreans because you're mixed. You know, you're half Scottish, half Korean. You can speak Korean. You can speak English, with an American accent. How do they take to you?
Yeah. I mean, because I look pretty Asian, like East Asian, so people just think I'm Korean. But it's been pretty good. Like I enjoy living in Korea. The thing is with the UK, right, is people can be kind of racist in the UK. I've had a few incidents, you know.
They can be racist all around the world, bro. To be honest with you, but it's
pretty bad in the UK. It's pretty bad in the UK, like more than I expected when I first went there.
Is that right? Really, for you?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I'm surprised for you. What? Because you're half Korean. You got grief, did you, in England and UK?
Yeah, because I used to live in. I mean, there was this one incident when I was in Scotland. It's kind of funny. I was on the yayo that night with a couple of friends, you know, on the bad stuff, you know. And I was going home. I was on my way home, and this homeless guy, he called me a chink. So I punched him a few times, and then the bouncer saw me, called the police.
The bouncer called the police on you.
Yeah,
grass, blood clot.
Total grass.
That's nuts, man. That's nuts. That's been good. That's some really interesting stuff there, man. Have you got? I mean, do you? I don't know. personal about your personal life, but girl wise, do you hang out with the Korean girls, or do you go for the, what do they call the gaijin or the gwailos, or what is the Korean
The
phrase?
Guayabas. Yeah,
No,
yeah. I mean,
what's the Korean phrase for a foreigner, like a white person?
oh, I mean, a white person would be pegging. Peg is white, and then in is person.
Peking,
Pegging.
Peking. Or what about
Yeah,
a foreigner?
pegging.
Just general foreigner. What's the
Just a
word?
foreigner would be 외국인. Yeah.
Say
So,
it.
외국인.
Weigukin.
왜? Yeah, that's all perfect. Dude, your pronunciation is amazing.
Oh, thank you, brother. Weigukin. Maybe I like. Do you know what I like when I see foreign names and stuff like that? I like to pronounce them correctly. You know, like so when they're like Spanish names, I like to pronounce it, not in an anglicized way, in the correct way. You know what I'm saying? I always like languages, and it's a bit. It reminds me a bit of that. Who's that idiot? What's his name? David Greenblatt. What's David Giamante? You know, he always tries to pronounce on that. You know, but he does it for ego. You know, when he introduces Joseph Parker. Because Joseph Parker got a Samoan name too, and he goes, Palito, or whatever, also known as Joseph Parker. He loves it, but that's about him. Well, I think it shows a bit of an effort if you pronounce something properly, yeah?
Triple B got, I gotta say, one of my favorite things about you is you're really good at accents. You're really good at impersonating other people. The first video of yours that I really, really liked and I thought was funny was the Adam Smith bingo. I don't know if it's still on. That shit was hilarious, man. You had me in stitches. I sent it to like 10 of my friends, man. I sent it to 10 of my friends. It was so funny.
Oh, sweet, man. Bring them on, bro. Bring them on. Yeah, but so the people you hang out with, not just girls, but the friends, were they mixed, or what kind of backgrounds are they from mainly?
Nah, I mean, they're all Korean. I only hang out with Korean
really?
people. Yeah,
So
yeah.
with the Koreans, okay. Are there? I mean, in Seoul, are there a lot of Americans or English or Europeans there?
Yeah, quite. I mean, there's a decent amount. But just because of the work I'm in and all that, I don't really get the chance to meet a lot of other foreigners.
Right. Got
You
you.
know, and then obviously language wise, I want to practice my Korean more, so I just hang out with Koreans.
Brilliant.
I was actually going to tell you a pretty interesting story, but I don't know if it'd be suitable. If it's not like PG 13 or anything like that.
Doesn't matter. It'll be fine. With the Chibwe, we don't shy away from difficult topics, blood.
Okay, so all right, because I know you're Christian and you're no longer part of that lifestyle, but recently a friend of mine, he invited me because I want to tell you and the fans and your fans a little bit about what it's like, the nightlife in Korea is like.
Sweet,
and going out like for business entertainment and then buying drinks for people and going to karaoke and then like hanging out with girls. It's a big part. You like karaoke?
Oh, I love it, brother. I really love it, man. I used to go when I went to Japan once, just quickly, right? Japan's crazy, blood. It's like, but this is like years ago, and it was like living in the future. But you'll never be Japanese kind of thing. But they had all these tiny little bars everywhere, like on top of each other. Some of them would not allow a guy gin, right? Which I think is fine, good. They should have their own places. I'm not gonna go, you're a racist. I'm like, yeah, cool, be Japanese, blood. And they'd have these tiny places with these big TVs. Back in the day, this is back in the day when people didn't have these giant TVs. And they'd have like 4 seats and they'd have karaoke there. And the Japanese were doing their karaoke. I was like, man, this is crazy. It's like fucking, what's that film called with Harrison Ford? What's that film with Harrison Ford, Oh, man, my memory.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called? The one where...
I know what you're talking
with
about.
With the replicants and all that. Let's see if some of my fans know.
Blade Runner. Isn't that Blade Runner? Yeah.
Blade Runner, that's it. Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, that's the one.
So tell me, so in Korea, right? So you've got this scene, right, with karaoke and whatever, yeah. So tell me your story.
Yeah, I mean, so like first of all, I work in the spirits industry, so selling imported alcohol. So from when I came to Korea for the first time in 2018, I was exposed to a lot of this. It was fun. It was fun for the first couple of years. Had that corporate card. I could go to bars, chase Korean tail, which is nice.
Sweet. But
in Korea, right, and it's kind of the same with other East Asian countries, but if you go to like a karaoke place, there are different levels. So you can go to one type of karaoke place and it's just for singing if you want to hang out with your friends. But you can also go to a karaoke place where you're hanging out with girls.
What, they're like, what's it called? Like in Japan, they're like kind of, they work for the company, right? But they're kind of you buy their company kind of thing. Is it like
Exactly.
that?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. So there's a whole variety. It's all different. Some places you go and it's just a regular bar. You're sitting down with a girl, you're having a few drinks. Maybe you can do a bit touching. It depends. You know,
Yeah.
you can fill them up a little bit. But the thing is, right, the place I went to was this just like a traditional karaoke place, right? And
Right.
my friend, he works in property. So he signed a contract. He's like, Don, you gotta come over. We're gonna have some good time. Let's have some drinks. So I went over, right? And
Yeah.
we're just sitting in this karaoke room, and we're singing karaoke with these girls. You get to pick the girls, by the way. They come in,
Yeah.
and
Out
um,
of you and out of you.
so what I was thinking is you pick the girl, you drink with her for a bit, and then you go
Yeah.
to another room, and then you have a bit of fun. That's what I was expecting because I've been to all those places, but this is the first time where it was where you do everything in the same room. So
Yeah.
with like if you go with your three friends and the three girls, you do it all in the same room. So I was speaking to a friend of mine, and I look over there, I look at the TV, I
Mm.
look back. 2 minutes later, he's butt naked, getting wanked off by a hooker next to him.
Yeah.
That was an experience though. I wasn't
No,
expecting that. And
listen,
then they
man.
kept on saying, "Oh, come on, this is all part of like Korean bonding. You know, you gotta all have sex in front of your friends. It's all that's part of the experience." I'm like, no, 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 no. I need some privacy. I'll go
Yeah.
to the next one.
Yeah. I didn't realize. I thought Koreans would be. I mean. Yeah, I don't know about all that getting naked in front of your friends things, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Listen, right. Obviously, I'm a Christian. I've changed the way I look at it. But I was a bad boy. I think I was punished a bit for it, actually. You know, I done it all, but um, I would live my life differently. But hey, we're young, man. You know, you want to get up to crazy stuff. But right, look, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say it's been great to have you on. We're going to have you on again, right? And we'll
Yeah.
do another interview. So we'll think more about, you can tell us, just more stories, more about the boxing. Tell us about your boxing career also in Scotland when you was there, and because you've also had a very interesting life. But yeah, so I thank you so much for coming on,
Okay.
and thank you very much for the donation of the 10,000 won. Thank you very much. How do you say thank you in Korean?
감사합니다. 감사합니다.
Kansamamida.
Perfect. I
Ah,
think,
come on, bro.
hey,
Thank
you
you.
have to be like a quarter Korean or something, or at least an English Korean.
I don't know. Some people I'm quite good at doing stuff like that, like languages. But I did have an Australian going. You got to work on your Australian accent, mate. And I was like, I thought it wasn't too bad, brother. But thank you so much, my boy Donny. Check him out.
Yeah.
Korean, Scotland amateur, taking care of the South Korean pum pum. Apparently, very beautiful women. I mean, I'm not so much into Asian women, but I, do you get I seen them K-pop girls. What's that about, by the way? K-pop.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen, Triple E, if you come over to Korea, I'll show you a good time.
Forget about it, man.
Honestly, you'll have the time of your life. You'll enjoy it so much you'll never want to go back to England. I swear.
Swear down. Well, it's tempting, brother. I haven't left the country for a bit, and I haven't left the fucking basement for a bit. Oh, I think I'll take you up on your offer. Okay, brother. God bless you. Right, my man's. Whoops. What? Oh,
Hey, thanks for having me on.
there. My
Triple E.
man's Donny in the house. My dad's Donny. We're here. It's great to have you on. Real actually, we'll have you on again for a show, and
For sure.
look
All
forward
right.
to it. So we'll organise some. I'll hit you up on Instagram. All right.
For sure. All right. Hey, thanks for having me on.
God
Triple E.
bless you. Have a
You're the
great
best.
night, brother. Have a great night.
Take care.
Sweet, bro. Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? My boy Donny, what a good lad. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram. Goes, I loved your stuff. We talked a bit, and he told me a story. I thought it was interesting, man. So yeah, thank you, Donny. Great to have you. Thank you as well for the 10,001. Super stuff, guys. So I'm going back now in the comments. So I hope you can find that interesting. I was very interested, man. I don't follow NFL, but the numbers for Liverpool to win the Premier League look amazing. They sync with the Queen and Royal family. Interesting. Tony, check it. If he's going to the Olympics, best keep the you're quiet with my boy Donny. Yeah, like he said, from what I understand, it seems very hard to penetrate the system. So I don't think it's going to happen. If we're talking about my boy here. So Neil Baker, Neil Baker said Scotland's racist to English. Try getting in the Scottish spot. Well, that's right. I mean, Donny said they were a bit racist. Well, obviously, it's just some drunk homeless guy gave him a hard time. and that kind of does happen. I mean, but yeah, the Scots don't hate the English, but it's part of the game. The NWO play. I've had like 3 Scottish girlfriends. One was super posh, an actual aristocrat. One was Glasgow, a girl of Irish origin. The other one was mad girl from Inverness, very beautiful but completely mad, and a complete dirty slag. But yeah, and they say like at school in history, all you learn is about how bad the English people are. It's part of the NWO game, divide and conquer. It's just that. Like the Irish people have got way more reason to hate the UK, Britain, and England, right? Even though it's the government, it's not the people. I mean, way more reason, right? I mean, Ireland was treated horribly, whereas the Scottish have always been part of the elite, financial systems. They've had kings and queens, so they should just shut up, man. I find that's. I mean, they can say what they want. I don't bother me, but I find it cringe. And if you fall for that divide and conquer thing, then you're a retard, man. Neil Baker, have you got any predictions? Oh yeah, I need to go back to see what I've missed because, obviously there's a lot of good comments here. What's the news on King Charles and cancer threat? When he's willing to be made king, sadly, I don't care about them people, bro. They're elitists, they're wrong-uns, they're nonces, they protect nonces. I don't give a rat's ass. But yeah, it's always been said that some people think William will be the Antichrist. I don't know. I think there will be several Antichrists, but there'll be one main one at the end who does the one world government things. But some people think it's William. I don't think so. But he's obviously the one they want king. They don't want Charles to be king. And Darth Jew, there was a little months ago. So this is about David Jason. There was someone who was found guilty of child abuse. David just been letting him use his house while he was away, and the abuse happened. That right? That's brilliant. Yeah, Donny in the house. Thank you, Donny Muirhead in the house. That was a very interesting chat. Very friendly guy, man. I think I might go out to South Korea and check it out, blood. I might have to drop my morals for a bit. So, I'll try some of that Korean food, man. What's that Korean food that I really like? That fermented cabbage. That's lovely, man. My boy Donny, I'm sure you're still here. Put out. What's the name of that fermented cabbage? It's so good. I made loads of my own. I made so much I couldn't finish it. I'm trying to Google it to get the man's name for you. This is the David Jason. I'm not sure. Have a look. You'll find enough stuff. Yeah. Yes, Donny. Let's see some shadow boxing, bro. Oh, yeah. We didn't get Donny Channel. Let's see some Hapkido. I told you about this idiot in the pub. Right. He's a teacher and he's like 5'3" or 5'4", and he's a Hapkido expert. And he said his hands are classed as deadly weapons, even though he's never had a fight in his life. And he said, if we go to war with Russia, I think the government will call me up to teach people self-defense. I'm like, this guy's deluded. I mean, I'm knocking. I say to people in the pub, I go, don't. Oh, he's deadly. He's a Hapkido 5th degree. I said, listen, man, you get an average guy who'll just go out and bang him on the chin and knock him out. He's 70. He's never had a fight in his life. Just do the, it'll be like that joke. Whoa! And just go bing and knock him out. Blood, have you heard of Masamori Tokuyama? He was definitely not 2D, my man. He was super middleweight legend in Korea. I haven't heard of him, but I remember in Chulbake, he fought Julian Jackson for the light middleweight title. And it's funny how things stick in your mind. But all I can remember, this headline in KO magazine, it was Jackson makes Inchul shake and bake. It just stuck in my mind. Inchul Bake later won a super middleweight title. And yeah, there were loads of, in the 80s and 90s, there were loads of good Korean fighters. But it's interesting talking to Donny. He's like, no, they're not really that interested in it, where it was really big. And Myung Woo Yu, were the Galaxy brothers from Korea? Or were they from Thailand? No, they're from Thailand, I think. But yeah, let me look at Inchul Bake. Chung Pao Park was also a super middleweight champion. I know my shit. You know. Yeah, Inchul Bake, Chung Pao Park, they were super middleweight champions. Okay. Park Si-hun, who beat Roy Jones in the Olympics. Yeah, so Inchul Bake. Yeah, there we go, yeah. Sean Manning defeated him. Yeah. Julian Jackson ironed him out in 3 rounds, made him shake and bake, but then he went up and won the super middleweight champions by defeating Fulgencio Obelmejias on a knockout. Obelmejias fought Marvin Hagler. What do you know about that, homeboy? Neil Baker, King Charles definitely either be staged or will abdicate for after 85 weeks. Just remember, Prince Charles Martin was heavyweight champion for only 85 days. Yeah, Prince Charles Martin. What a mug he was. What's the time? I'm going to church today, actually. I'm going to a new church. I haven't been to church for a bit because they're mostly compromised, but I'm going to a new church just to check it out. I like to sing hymns, man. You can feel the power, the connection with the old hymns. I don't like the new ones. They're whack. But there's some good ones, actually. We're a bit rocky, but they're more rock music. This was wild, fight my battles, yeah. Some raps are good. Even Kanye West had a couple of good raps. All right, Neil carries on. Israel declared independence 1948. Usyk should be 1948 years old. Yeah, man, all these. I mean, some people will say, well, you can find patterns in anything, and when you're looking at numbers, you can find loads of patterns. That's what they'll say. I don't follow the NFL, right? So so Neil doesn't have no tips for the Super Bowl. But he's sticking Liverpool. What is? I think it's about 3.5 for Liverpool. So that's what 5-2. Liverpool on 20 months after Queen's funeral, 1999. Yeah. Queen died 114 days left. I'm not big on the Jamaica. I do think numbers have power and they're part of rituals, but I don't read that much into it. But it's interesting. That's kimchi. That's it. Kimchi, right? You get fermented cabbage, and oh man, it's beautiful. It's very healthy for you. I still got some. Like during the fake lockdowns, I had nothing to do. I was making kimchi. I had like all these, and I used to eat it with everything. I have this problem sometimes when I really like something. I'll eat nothing but that thing for a week, and then I'll be like, I've had enough of this, like rustlers. But I've still got some kimchi. Yeah, and you can make hot ones, and it's super good for you, man. If you look at China, Japan, Thailand, Korea, there ain't no fat people there. There's no fat people there, apart from the sumo wrestlers, right? But that's a different thing, right? And they're force-fed like rice after rice. But you don't get no fat Koreans, do you? I mean, actually, Kim Jong-un is a bit fat. I was getting it wrong. Is it Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-un? Whatever. The North Korean. I wanted to ask Donnie about the North Korea. Actually, that's a good thing, Donnie. So next time you're up, remind me to ask you about North Korea. I read a book on it. It's very interesting. I think a lot of the stuff that they tell you in the press are lies, actually. But I'd be interested to know. I should go there, to be honest with you. But yeah, so what are we talking about? Kimchi, yeah. There ain't Kim Jong-un's fat, but that's because he went to school in Switzerland, right? Some posh international school, and he got a liking for cheese. So he eats so much cheese, imported cheese. He's fat. But apart from Kim Jong-un, where are your fat Koreans? Where are your fat Japanese? Apart from the sumo wrestlers, where are your fat Chinamen? Where are your fat Thais? They don't exist, really, very rarely. Little Musgrave, but Nondal Drew. If you're still in the chat, I think Albert Turner and Derek Sear are the names connected to David. What are they known to be nonces? These people are they known to be nonces? Nadav, yeah, have a look, brother. It's not that easy to find about Jason because for some reason they've hidden him a bit, and I wonder whether he's procuring, right, for kids, because they're the ones who really get protected. People that procuring kids for MPs and star entertainment actors, they're the ones that get protected. So I'm very suspicious of that. Furq, Sammo Hung was a bit fat. Yeah. Oh, my boy Mohammed, aka Furq. Now, great to see you, my brother. Yes, Sammo Hung was a bit fat. He was a bit fat, but he ain't no. He's thinner than Boris Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He was about probably the average English size, Boris Johnson. He was a bit fat, but he could still move. Yeah, Samuel could fight. But like I said, for a Korean guy, he's fat, but for an English guy, he's, thin, probably. Strickland's burn. Are you an Islam? No, I'm a Christian. Look, man. I'm born again. I was atheist, I guess, or agnostic before that. And then I had some personal experiences that were very strong. I was drawn, and then the main thing was all the predictions that predicted in the Bible are coming true, and the only religion that is being attacked is Christianity. So that opened my eyes. I was red pilled, right, and then I started to see all the links, and just everything, all the predictions. You know, things like Israel being reformed. You know, it basically predicted things like, you know, about everyone becoming lovers of themselves, and what do you see on Instagram and stuff like that? Sick sexual deviancy, batty business being pushed. Okay, and then you got things like, especially the what's it called, the you know, the mark of the beast. You won't be able to buy or sell without it, and it's going to be in your right hand, which they've already got. And people in Sweden think it's really great, like Otto Wallin. Hey, look, I can have all my financial information here. I can just buy by clicking here. It's great. I can't wait to get another chip in my head. Things like that. Don't have a chubby. You try the Korean spicy fried chicken. It's incredible. Big up to him. Yeah, Donny was great, wasn't he? Really likable and really interesting. His story, man. I'm really glad he just happily said, yeah, can I jump on? Yes, of course you can, bro. So that's real cool, man. And we'll get him on again. Like I said, I got a lot of things to ask him. North Korea. I want to go over there now, blood. You know, you get my mans to show me around, take me to the club, karaoke. Come on, bro. I'm gonna start looking at how much it costs, bro. I'm gonna have the hex toys to start. Well, you know, Shane Bogus. Shane, you're gonna have to raise your game, blood. Get the chill beat to South Korea. Yeah, Korean spicy fried chicken. Well, it just sounds good. Huh? It sounds good just hearing that. Yeah, I will. Chill beat with the morning live. Big up. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Great shit. Yeah, the morning live. So I did it because I wanted to thank the Australian fans because the lives are usually 8 o'clock, which, as I said, is like 5 a.m. in Australia, which is not that great. I tried an Australian live before and it went well, so I thought I'd do one. You know, and also for Far East, I got my boy Donny on from South Korea. I don't know if you missed it. Rewatch it. I had my boy Donny, who's half Scottish, half Korean, who speaks Korean and English with an American accent. But he's moved around the world. He's been to University of Scotland, and he boxes as an amateur. And now he's boxing in Korea. Got a real interesting story. Yeah, a great guy. He loves chubby, which you know, come on, man, I can't hate that. So yeah, so have a look. So it's good to see you, man. I like Spice Foods and Strickland's burner. I like Sean Strickland, blood. Sean Strickland is base, brother. He says a great thing. When that simp, pathetic, yeah, Canadian reporter said, "Hey, I'm shy. You know, like you know, you've upset a lot of people in the community, and he goes, are you gay? No, but I'm an ally." Yeah, right. I bet you bending over. And it shocks me how Canada became so cucked so quickly. They used to be tough, outdoors guys. We're talking Wayne Gretzky, yeah, Donny Lalonde, you know, the mountain guys, mountain rangers, whatever they're called. And you know, people forget that Canadians busted their ass in the First World War and the Second World War for the UK, which I feel sorry for. They should have stayed at home. It's disgusting, but you know, but yeah. My boy, I'm not sure if I could trust that. Trust what, brother? Don't you know anything about that place? What are you talking about? South Korea? Come on, man. I need more information. Thank you. Big up Chubby fans from down under. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for coming on. All the fans, all one. We've had fans from all around the world. The UK, obviously, South Korea, Australia. Morning, Chubby. Hey, Slight Team. Yeah, what's up, brother? How you been, man? We talk a bit on the old Twitter. So yeah, follow my Twitter and my Insta. I'm talking a lot more now and using it, rinsing people out. I've upset that Ben Whitaker. He's crying like a pussy or setting up burner accounts. Oh, come on, Strickland's burner. Why do you have a mask? Come on, bro. Come on. Why do I have to answer everything? Right? As I said, I'm no interest in getting my face out of it. Oh, you must be a coward, innit? Don't be like Spencer the Bummer fearing, the Spencer the Fader fearing. I ain't interested. It's important. This is also a sign. Be as anonymous as you can in life. Don't get out there. Don't put all your social media out there. Don't let the authorities know too much about you. Okay? Come on, bro. What's the show more, bro? You must be a new fag. But anyway, you must be base because you got Strickland. But, yeah, man. Come on, man. Ask me about the mask. Right. There's a bit of a break here. So I'm going to say thanks to the following people. Quadruple Zero Sergeant in the house with 5 Aussie. Doctor, Female, General Mutilations, 799 Aussie. My boy Max B in the house, 5 Aussie. Come back with another 5 Aussie. Johnny Jean Plon, my mans. with a 10 Aussie. Donny Muirhead with 10,000 Korean won. That's about £6. Thank you, brother. And the Sarge is back. Look at that, man. Look at that love. Yeah. Forget Ricky Hatton. Chubby is the man with the real fan love. Right. Are we slowing down now? I've got 18 guys on. Drop me some more questions. I'll be stopping at 10:30 UK time, so 15 more minutes. And that's been a real enjoyable one. Yeah, so I've got to make some more of these stick characters. I've been bashing them up too much. If I found that Triple B in bed with me missus, I took him in. I would go for your migging missus, you mug. Yes, Chubby. What up to you? Good to see you on 141 in the house. Shouldn't have. You part of the H Money gang. What's the H Money gang, blood? Tell me what that is. I can tell you, but probably not. I'm not part of any gang, Holmes. Smaller the digital footprint, the better. You're right, exactly. I don't do any social media that's personal anymore. None, zero. I do. I've got like a based Twitter and a base boxing Insta, and that's it, man. That's all it is. That's all she wrote. And I've fallen out of touch with a few friends, but I'm like, well, so what, man? Especially some of my friends, I wanted to be based, and I can't get them. And then some of these guys are intelligent guys, and I'm just like, man. And you're filling your children with this. I mean, what is wrong with you? My boy Sly T, yes. Well, was Sly T, a good friend of Shane Bongos, who everyone knows is a fantastic donor to the channel. 333, always that with the weird numbers, but because thanks to Jesus, I'm not afraid. I ain't no afraid. If the Lord is behind me, what can man do to me? You doing any videos tonight? Piss off! I know you're not champion now, and you want me to do some videos, but go away, Sonny. Yes, thank you so much, Latin. I hope you're well, man. Shane said he linked up with you in real life, man. So I hope you're cool, man. H Money Boxing. I don't know what H Money Boxing is, bro. But no, I'm not affiliated to anybody. I'm an old man. Come on, man. You need to watch some more channels. You're a new fag, blood. Subscribe, brother. Like. Donate. Good to see you anyway, Strickland. Johnny, when you get in jail on the channel, blood, and where's the funding page for the Korean shit? Oh, that's a good. Oh, I don't want to. I don't know. I've never tried to go for page. I don't know. I would feel a bit of a beggar, right? You get all these wrong-uns. I mean, I will look into how much it sells for the code. Yeah, the fund me pay. It sounds fun, but I feel like a bit of a beggar. But come on, man, I could do some super shows out there, couldn't I? Huh? Some super videos, actually. That'd be real good. I could go visit the Korean boxing gyms with my boy Donny. I go to boxing shows, which obviously we could find something there, amateur pro, white collar, whatever. You know, yeah, I'm feeling this South Korean trip, blood. Because I've never been there too. When I get Jay on the channel, I'd love to have Jay Opetaia on the channel. And I know he knows, right? And the reason because I'm in a small channel, right? But it's a very niche boxing and I'm very active. And people do search on the names. I know when he was searching on his names, he would have seen my videos on him and bigging him up before the first Bradis fight. And also, you know, he hasn't got that many followers. So, and I've linked him in on a couple of points. He definitely knows about the Triple B. He's probably on here right now. Jay, if you're on here, brother, big up to you, man. I hope the training's going well. I think you'll stop Bradis, who I really like. But, you know, I'm a Jay Opetaia. And you got to be real as well. You know, it's not just about who you like. You know, you got to be real about who's going to win. Spencer came on yesterday, didn't he? What was he's so thick, man. Can I help you? Can I help you? What do you want? He should be a stealth shacker Aldi, right? Look at this idiot. But, you know, for some reason he managed to hustle. That's the only thing he's good at. Line, grassing, and hustling. Everything else he's rubbish. He's a failure. But he came on yesterday and did the usual. You was a coward, didn't it? You know, he sets up all these burner accounts just to repeat himself again and again because his prefrontal lobe is so underdeveloped. He can't remember that he's done it 100 times before. You're a bum. You're a loser. You're a grass. Go and nosh off Tunde. There's a pro-LGBT boxing show. Are you serious? There's such a thing? Why would I be a pro-LGBT? Brother, you're so obviously a new fag, man. You don't know nothing. You need to lurk more, brother. Watch more lives or watch more videos. What's it called? H Boxing. It's a Batty Man channel. That's the kind of thing that Sam Stroller would follow. I can't believe there's such a thing. I know, you know, you're probably too much of a newbie to know who Sam Stroller is, bro. But it's definitely a Sam Stroller type situation. Anyway, I'll have a look, man. I wouldn't call it a gang. Well, a batty business or whatever, man. Sly T, what's up, blood? Yeah, what's up? Is Cassius bad? Certainly the cat, man. The reason it's bad is because they're moving towards a one world currency. What is it called? A CDBC. Number one. Number two, they want to track everything you do. So they can tax you and they know what you do. Right. So, I mean, I use it because I'm just, I don't care. It's in the sense of where I will keep myself low, but I won't go, I'm not going to go off the grid totally. Because it's very hard. And also, come and get me. Come and get me. If you think I've done something, put me in that court. See what I say. I'm not afraid of. I've defended myself in court. I have legal training. Good luck with you, man. And I got nothing to lose, blood. Yeah. Right. So what you know about that? But Cassius, yeah. And also, it's about knowing exactly where you are and what you've done. It's just another way of monitoring everything you've done and take away your privacy. Yeah, Satin to Jean Plon. I'm good, thanks. Hope you're all good too. Yeah, it's been a great live actually. I'll have to do some other morning ones. It's gone well. Dr. Corey Tuggs just got off work. What are you doing, mate? Well, yeah, I'm doing early morning to suit different timelines. We had Donny Muirhead, who's half Scottish, half Korean, an amateur boxer now in Korea. You know, it was very interesting to hear about the different cultures of boxing. Corey Tuggers, yeah, it's been good. I got 8 super shekels blood. Believe that, including 10,000 Korean, South Korean won, which is about £6, which is beautiful, man. Yeah, so it's been good, man. I've enjoyed it a lot. Sly Teen, I'm boozing with Shane Morgan next week. Yeah, Shane's been off the. I haven't been getting his drink on, right? But I think he likes to still get his greens on. I'd really like to link up with my fans one time, but it's going to be a very hard thing to manage because of the haters and because I like to keep private. So I probably, you know what? I'd go in there wearing the mask. Yeah, I can link up we can link up in London. Yeah, and I'll wear my mask and I'll be the Triple B and everyone will know it, but they can film as much as they want. I'll be wearing a mask. That's kind of interesting. And, you know, I'm not worried about anyone being violent towards you. I've been threatened death threats and stuff like that. But it's about getting the word out to the good people. We're trying not, you know. The bad people will get a hiding from the Chubby army anyway. Good to see you, man. Got a Chubby community grant. It's a super community, man. Do you stick up this crap? Yeah. You're doing no videos tonight, mate. You're not doing no video. I need to do some new ones. My boy boxing fans are annoyed because I haven't done a Ty and Booth one. And my boy Tommy Gunn in the house. Tommy Gunn. R.I.P. Tommy Gunn. Thank you, brother. Thank you for keeping the 9 super shekels. 9 super shekels. I've got to go in at past. I'm going to a new church just to try it out because I haven't been in a church service for a bit. I just want to see what it's about. I mean, they're mostly compromised, but yeah, we all wear masks. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Masked up, man. Yeah, Chubby meetup would be awesome, man. I like I said, I obviously depends on sometimes I go through dark periods when I don't really leave the basement. I might be coming to see a friend. I've got a friend coming from the United States in a few weeks, so I might link up in central London. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, maybe I could. I'm not being funny. I'm thinking here, right, on my feet, right. Obviously, I haven't got a lot of cash money, but I don't know what it takes to get a private room in a bar or a pub, link it up, and to get in, yeah, you have to. I don't know, bring something to prove your. I don't mean passport or official ID. Something to prove your YouTube name, right, or your Insta name. Like you got to go to the door and show that you're Sly Teen by posting on your Sly Teen, something like that. There has to be ways to keep the disgusting, vile, bitter, hateful haters away. You feel me? Don't want Spencer the Baby to tell. Actually, it'd be quite funny. I don't think he'd have the balls anyway. He's a coward. He is the well-known coward. He's a quitter. He's a coward. He's a pussyhole. He's a failure. He's a bum. He ain't got no friends. Yeah. He's got a low IQ and an underdeveloped prefrontal lobe. I don't think he'd have the balls, that peanut head, to turn up. Let's make it 10, Triple B. 10 what? 10 what, blood? We should all be wearing masks anyway. Stop the spread. Oh, little Muscat makes me laugh. Jardy again. Oh, 10. Oh, what? Oh, Jardy. Well, you gave me 10 before, Jardy. So now it's 12, blood. Obviously, the thieving, disgusting J-Tube take 30% of my gift. Well, my funds gifts, I should say. 30%. Now, 10% would be reasonable because they've got to, obviously they provide the platform and, they will provide the transactional tech. 10% at most. No, 50% would be the most. The most. 10% would be reasonable. Instead of take 30% of the Triple B and the fans' money. Okay? And all the adverts adverts running, I think I turned them on. Adverts, they take 90% of the adverts. Can you imagine that? It should be 50% each. Come on, man. They come to watch a Triple B. They're not coming, oh, I can't wait to get on YouTube. No, they come to watch Triple B. Sickening haters. Bring your Corys to prove you're one of us. Yeah, you have to. Please, we'll have Tyson Fury and Dr. Corey Tuggers doing Corey inspections to make sure you're a Triple B fan. Dr. Tommy Gunn, 1979. I'm down for a catch up for the fans and make it amateur. It will. I will have to organise it properly. Obviously, I have to be in the right state of mind because when I go for a down session, I don't want to be anywhere out really. Maybe at a pub occasion, but yeah, like the way I'm feeling now, I'm on fire blood. So if I can keep it up, it will last for about a month, and I'll start going down. I know this cycle, but yeah, I'm thinking in summer, and I'll think of how to do it. And like I said, there'll be ways to keep the disgusting haters out. And they can come summon me, I imagine Spence Fear come. Everyone would sit there laughing. You're a mug. You're a pussy hole. It would be great, man. I might invite him. Bring your Corys to prove you. Corey inspection apology. Yeah, I wonder if Tyson Fury definitely. I'll hit him up. Tyson, I've got something for you. Can you speak? He goes, hello, is that Triple B? Oh yeah. What do you want? I've seen your videos on me. I said, listen, Tyson. You're right. I do like Cardis. Yeah, I know. Well, listen, I've got the Triple B clear. The fans are going to come, and we're gonna have some core inspections. Car inspections. I'm in. Can Shane come because he's got all the equipment? Yes, Shane Fury can come. Lots of love. You have despair people have to come ready to put hands on there. Yeah, man. Yeah, there are a few people that want my head. I wonder if Sonny would. See, Sonny would have the balls to turn up. He really would. But Sonny's not to be trusted. On the one hand, there's a good side of Sonny, as I've said many times. You're probably watching. Hello, Sonny. If you're watching, big up to you, brother. We'll get you on soon, I hope. Hopefully, I'd like to have Prince Patel and Sonny at the same time. I thought maybe Isaac Lowe, but he's too retarded. But yeah, Sonny wouldn't 100% be trusted because I think he's still a bit annoyed at Triple B, even though he made up and all that. I mean, I think he might turn up with Lyndon and a couple of big breaders. Like when who's that guy called Fowler? He's warring with Fowler, right? Anthony Fowler. And apparently they meet up, and Sonny's there, and two huge breaders, including one 6'9", come over and intimidate Fowler. So, I can see that happening. But otherwise, it's certainly quite fun to have Sonny, actually. It's a 10th super chat. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm being retarded live. 10 super chat. Yeah, thank you, guys. Sorry, man. I'm a bit of a... I can be imbecilic myself. 10 super chats. Thank you, brother. Got it, so she'll be too slow. She'll be has moments of retardation, autism. So, yeah. I see Conor Benn's Australian. Oh, Didier, drug dealer. What up, my Didier? The drug. Well, he's lived there, hasn't he? He's lived there. He lived in Australia. He lived in. Didn't Nigel when he used to live out somewhere in Spain, didn't he? And the UK. I mean, I'll donate and buy me a coffee. More goes to. But yeah, he's absolutely right. Buy me a coffee. Take about 10% or 8%. So you can buy me a coffee down there. You can leave a nice little message to be replied to all his messages. Wish you'd claim him. Yeah, kind of bum. I don't hate him as much as other people. The reason being because even though I think he's an idiot and he's clearly a bit of a wrong un, he pretends to be a Christian, but all his awful tattoos and I'm sure you can find some satanic stuff. He's got so many I can barely be bothered to look, but like the eggs thing, he gets dissed for that. But all the top guys are juicing. That's the reality. Apart from Otto Wallin, because he doesn't want to be juicing because it's illegal. He don't want to cheat. Anyway, Anthony Joshua doesn't do PEDs because he's never failed a test. Apart from that idiot, Otto oil drilling white quitter. They're all doing it, man. They're all on it, man. I don't Kambosos isn't on it. any muscle building. He might be on some stamina thing, but Kambosos' body don't look like he's juicing. But yeah, I don't hate him that much. I just think he's a bit lost. He's trying to get away from his dad's shadow, and he's trying to do his own thing. But he didn't do himself any favors. But he must have upset the establishment sometimes. That's why they caught him, because otherwise they just let it go. Especially a guy that can make money. Even kind of bum isn't that good. His name can make money. I'd be with you if I'm ever in the UK. Where do you live, Dr. Corey? Where do you live, Dr. Corey? Do you live in Ireland? Am I correct or am I wrong? Lola, God. Yeah, I can be a bit imbecilic. Big up, Chubby. Yeah, what up, Foot Nose? Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop like in a minute because I'm gonna go to church. I'm trying a new church. I've been to church for ages, so I'm gonna check it out, right? So slides the coffee donation 100% Chubby money. No, it's about 90%, but it's better than 30%. I mean, Cash App is the best one because that's completely free. My boy Furky Mohammed N likes to drop me a Cash App. Cash App looked like they were going to blow up, And at some point, you remember, because they had a deal an affiliate deal where if you send £5, now if you hit my link, I get £5, and once you make a move, you get a free £5 as well. So loads of people sign up to it. But Cash App seems to have dropped. No, there's something going wrong in the company, right? Because they were quite big in America. All these hoes would go, hit my Cash App, and you can't do international transfers so if someone in the US wants to Cash App me, they can't. So anyway, I'm a Yank, mate, California. I didn't realize California had such a big Corey community. Well, actually, yeah, of course they do. They've got a Battyman's community. Oh, you're a Yank. Oh, you're a septic tank. Ah, cool, brother. I didn't realize that. California. Cool, man. It's early over there, isn't it, blood? Though? Oh, what is it? 9 hours. Oh, what is it? It's like 1 a.m., right? So you haven't gone to bed yet. Are you on the Yale, blood? Okay, I'm going to have to knock it off now because I've got to get ready and go to church. It's been a super, super, super real, one of my favorite lives. We got much love. We got my boy Donnie in the house and Korea giving us some very interesting stories. And of course, a man's got to love his 10 super shekels. Look at all that. Look at all that love, man. My boy Jardy finished it with a 10, even though unfortunately the Chubby was a bit imbecilic and didn't realize. But God bless you all, right? I was thinking of doing. I was thinking of doing an English time live tonight. I don't think it's necessary, but I will definitely early in the week. I will be doing something. I'm pumping the videos out. I'm on fire. Corey, is the border secure? No, it's probably full of Macons. Have a good one, mate. Thank you, brother. See you later. Have a good day. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thanks, Chubby. Thanks to you, brother. Border is wide open. KJ's brother. Oh, Corey. My boy Corey, you said you're American, but you understand that the UK sense of humor as well. Later, Triple Beats. Have a great day, everyone. Yeah, say hi to my boy Shane. God bless you all. Donnie, if you're still there, thank you for coming on the show. Loved it. We'll get you on again. Yeah, and we'll work for that Triple B in real life stuff. I think that's awesome. Aim for the summer. See you, boys. Yeah. God bless you all. Okay. Peace in the Middle East. Have a great week. Because technically the week starts on Sunday. Right? Sunday is the first day of the week. So have a great week. Peace in the Middle East. Love you all. No homo.